shelf and let that light within you shine. Lantern so gonna glow so bright, no cloud allowed up in your sky. New moon's gone, come out tonight. I tell you, this is not your fate, but you've only just a moment, and you haven't long to wait. Joy's gonna save you from, joy's gonna save you from yourself. Who's gonna show you home this time? Who's gonna show you home this time? There's a brightness within you, let it shine out in the blue. Let it guide you home tonight. May you remain within the light. Joy's gonna save you from, joy's gonna save you from, hey, joy's gonna save you from yourself. Joy's gonna save you from yourself.
This message
In
is
a
brought to you
bombed-out
by
village
Apple
near
Card.
Kyiv,
Apple Card
two
members
masked
can
men
earn
step out of an
unlimited daily
ambulance,
cash back
spray
on
paint
every
a wall, and vanish. Within minutes, a powerful... In a bombed-out village near Kyiv, two masked men step out of an ambulance, spray paint a wall, and vanish. Within minutes, a powerful image appears, a man bathing in the ruins of war. The artist? Banksy. The question? Who is Banksy, really? For over 2 decades, Banksy has been the most mysterious figure in the art world. A graffiti artist turned global icon, a vandal turned multi-million-dollar phenomenon. His works, simple stencils with sharp political messages, have sold for millions. His Girl with Balloon was once voted Britain's favorite artwork. And in 2018, he shocked the world by shredding his own painting seconds after it sold at auction. But behind the fame, there's always been one question. Who is he? In 2022, when Banksy's murals appeared in Ukraine, Reuters launched a global investigation. They spoke to witnesses, analyzed photos, tracked travel records, and uncovered sealed documents. What they found may finally solve the mystery. For years, one name kept coming up. Robin Gunningham, a man from Bristol, England, a former student, an artist, a graffiti enthusiast, and now, court records from a 2000 arrest in New York contain a handwritten confession, signed by Robin Gunningham. That man was caught vandalizing a billboard. That man was Banksy. But the story doesn't end there. Another name keeps surfacing, Robert Del Naya, a musician and graffiti artist from the band Massive Attack. He was in Ukraine, at the exact time Banksy's murals appeared. Witnesses saw 2 men painting. So is Banksy one man? Or a collaboration? Banksy's anonymity isn't just a mystery, it's part of the art. It allows him to challenge governments, mock authority, and operate without limits. As his lawyer argues, anonymity protects freedom of expression. But critics say, it also shields him from accountability. Behind the secrecy lies a massive business. Banksy's art has generated hundreds of millions of dollars. A company called Pest Control authenticates his work, controls sales, and fuels demand. Because in the Banksy world, mystery equals value. A man named Robin Gunningham? A collective? Or something bigger than identity itself? Maybe that's the point. Because in a world obsessed with fame, Banksy proved one thing: you don't need a face to change the world. Banksy's greatest masterpiece might be his identity.
You guys know about Banksy? Anyway, I just read today that this Gunningham character is the Banksy. Interesting time to release it. Anyway, let's get down to the evil. Check it out, man. Let's check it out. Pretty interesting.
I hope everyone had a nice break, and welcome back to the end of the world. So as you know, World War III has started.
I'm working on another video right now that I think will be actually really important for everyone, especially at this time. But before I get to finishing that one, I just wanted to make this really quick, because I absolutely need everyone who can hear me to fully understand that just because you cannot conceive of evil in the ways that it exists outside of, say, like a Hollywood movie or a Marvel Comics bad guy or something, does not mean that that evil does not exist, and it is not something that we as a society, we as human beings, are going to have to contend with now. Because it's on full display at this point. And you cannot...
Yeah, it's on full fucking retardtaria. Fucking mongo-taria. Shit. Full tard. Alright. I'll keep this going here. Okay. There we go.
Ignore it. It is in your face. It is blatant. It is about as ostentatious as I've ever seen in my whole life, in my entire existence on Earth. And I turned on the computer, I was thinking of recording this, and the first thing I was confronted with was an article about a priest in Florida who has been feeding the homeless out of a Catholic mission in Oakland Park for the last 36 years.
I go to the park, I exercise there, and I even come to Mass here.
It depends on the help to give him a hand up.
I don't know any other church or any other pastor that will help us the way that he has.
And they rezoned his mission in 2014. They rezoned the area, and they have been charging him $125 fines every single day since they rezoned it in 2014 to force him to stop feeding homeless people.
So Christ was very clear about us helping his people, and it doesn't matter what stage of life or who you are. Everybody's just a child of God, point blank, right?
Because he's operating a non-permitted soup kitchen.
Right, Joe? Crazy. This makes me sick too, bro.
Everything about our society is completely inverted and anti-human.
Is that a Banksy? Could be. It should be. Should be a Banksy.
About our society is completely inverted and anti-human and evil. Evil. Like the fruits of the devil.
Really evil. Like so evil that you would say it was evil. Like it's the fruits of the devil.
And it's undeniable now.
It's undeniable. It's undeniable. What's up, Lev?
There is not any amount of dressing up this pig and having it be a princess. This is a pig. It is a gross, stanky, disgusting, oily pig in your face. Sadly, that's the average day on the internet. I can open up this internet at any given time, and I will be confronted with just the sheer levels of absolute horror that our society has mutated into now. The idea that we're going to continue to pretend like that's not the case or try to make this not be that when it totally is, and we're going to just lie to ourselves, is some really dystopian hopium. But evil absolutely exists, and I feel like the inability for the average person to conceive of the levels of darkness that are happening is part of why that darkness is allowed to continue operating with impunity, basically, and not being put in check. Because the average person thinks they're a good person, and they just assume that most people are. And I think most people probably are. But obviously, whatever levels of darkness have been lurching about, squelching under the sewers, in the shadows, in the nightmares of humanity. It has gotten so bad that they don't feel anymore like used to be back in the day at some point. They at least tried to pretend to everyone else's face. That was the psychopath way. Now, they're just full on. There's not even any attempt to hide it. Shame's probably the wrong word. I don't think they had shame to begin with. But there's no attempt to hide it anymore. It's just blatantly in your face, grotesque, obvious evil. Case in point number one is Lindsey Graham. I think we all know Lindsey Graham has serious mental issues.
I just want to say I feel good about the Republican Party. I feel good about where we're going as a nation. We're killing all the right people and we're cutting your taxes.
That probably, I don't know. I'm not going to try to psychoanalyze this man, but obviously someone should.
That's
it probably
weird.
should be studied. It probably should be studied scientifically as
What a mongo, huh? Fucking mongos out there.
a way to help humanity in the future.
Trump is my favorite president. We've run out of bombs. We didn't run out of bombs in World War II.
But at this point, because he finally got his fondest wish, I guess, he's just openly salivating, and I mean in a way that we've never seen that, like, even up to now. And this is pretty bad. But this man is openly salivating over blood.
Many people in this part of the world say what happened in Gaza does not align with Christian values. Killing children, killing mothers,
Well, to be honest
killing
with
families
you,
who are not militants.
Yeah, I don't buy that at all.
Why?
Because what did we do in World War II? Did we think 1 minute about starving the Germans? Did we bomb every city into smithereens?
Yeah. I think we did that, bro. Yep.
So this
You
is a
compare
war. No,
October
this is,
7th to World War II.
Yes, I am. This is an absolute existential threat to the Jewish people, to the world. If you don't understand this is a threat to Israel's
And then they
survival,
flattened Gaza.
just flatten it. We flattened Berlin. We flattened Tokyo. Were we wrong to drop an atomic bomb to end the Japanese reign of terror?
That bomb's fake. Anyway, that's a whole nother day.
Or were we? So my view, if I were Israel, I would have probably done it the same way. We flattened Germany. We flattened Japan.
How many Americans
Wait a
believe
minute.
this? do you
Out of
believe?
that, we would,
The way that how many Americans think the way that you do?
I think most Republicans think the way I do.
Even young ones.
You're just out of touch if you don't understand.
There's not much further down in the basement you can get than Lindsey Graham has gotten in this last few months.
When this regime goes down, we're going to have a new Mideast. We're going to make a ton of money.
It's extremely disgusting.
We're devastating the enemy. I'm not looking for a fair fight. If we get in a fight, I want to win it. I want to win it quick. I'm in Miami. You see this hat? Free Cuba. Stay tuned. The liberation of Cuba is upon us. It's just a matter of time now. You see this hat? Make Iran great. President Trump said the only way to make Iran great.
And he's also letting you know that he doesn't stand with America, just by the way. He's fully letting everyone know that as a sitting senator of the United States Congress, he stands with a totally different country. Just so everyone is clear.
To all the isolationists, I don't believe. Forget it. I'm not with you. I'm with Israel. I will be with Israel to our dying day. God bless Israel.
Right.
We should move all our stuff to Israel. Thank you.
The white.
That dude's creepy, man. I didn't know much about him, man, before this, but I heard a couple clips. But man, what a mongo, huh? Damn.
White House is now putting out cartoons laced with war footage.
Oh shit.
You want to see me do it again? You want to see me do it again? You want to see me do it again?
And video games laced with war footage, and that was already bad enough. Like, that's some pretty basement level. But like now they're actually making AI slop videos.
What the fuck, mongos? Holy shit show, man. Wow. Yeah, we're in it now, huh? Damn. I don't think they'll stop making shit, crap AI videos, man. I don't think that's gonna stop, right? Holy shit, man. Yeah, they certainly aren't hiding it anymore. I see that.
Mixed with blowing people up. President is now openly making eugenical statements.
A lot of them were let in here. They shouldn't have been let in. Others are just bad. They go bad. Something wrong. There's something wrong there. So the genetics are not exactly, they're not exactly your genetic.
That's right, Joe.
It's one of those problems, Brian. It's a terrible thing, and it happens.
This is a way to dehumanize people so that it somehow makes it okay what you're doing, even though what you're doing is absolutely not okay.
Absolutely not cool. But, you know, they try to make it cool. You know, hey, it's cool, man. We're just killing a bunch of Iranians, man. Don't worry about it. Go enjoy your golf game, bro. You got this.
The Navy is gone. It's all lying at the bottom of the ocean. 46 ships. Can you believe it?
Can you believe it was so great? We just sank them all.
In fact, I got a little upset with our people. I said, what quality of ship? Excellent, sir. Top of the line. I said, why did we just capture the ship? We could have used it. Why did we sink them? He said, it's more fun to sink them. I said, that's
welcome to the evil, my friends. It's right there in your face every day. Holy shit show, man.
They like sinking them better.
And every single person listening to me who grew up in what used to be America learned about the types of atrocities that happened in the 20th century from despotic, tyrannical dictators.
That's a shitload of sailors, man. Yeah, it is.
20th century from despotic, tyrannical dictators. And they learned why that is bad. Now we're watching that unfold. We're just watching that happen.
Others are just bad. They go bad. Something wrong. There's something wrong there. So the genetics.
Wow. Welcome to the AI show. Everything's going to be AI. I can't believe that's even him talking. How does he find all the time to do all this shit, man?
They're just bad. They go bad. Something wrong. There's something wrong there. So the genetics are not exactly, they're not exactly your genetic. It's one of those problems, Brian.
And he's making commentary on Fox News. I mean, these people on Fox News, by the way, what's her name? CFR lady over here. When Lindsey Graham went on there and was making jokes about his hats, talking about how they're keeping oil out of Cuba so they can basically starve those people out so they can take it over, which is just horrifying. It's really horrifying what they're doing. And he's got a hat that says, "Make Iran Great Again." Because, you know, that's really been the policy, to spread democracy and make all these countries great again by bombing them into the ground and destroying them completely. Miss been a member of Council on Foreign Relations over there, Maria Bartiromo. She just let out this laugh.
I'm in Miami. You see this hat? Free Cuba. Stay tuned. Yeah. The liberation of Cuba is upon us. It's just a matter of time now. You see this hat? Make Iran great. President Trump said the only way to make Iran great is for the people to take over.
That's just so funny.
Trump said the only way to make Iran great.
So people are starving and suffering in Cuba.
Breaking news into CNN. Cuba's electrical grid has suffered a complete and total collapse. This is according to the country's power operator. It's the first nationwide blackout since the U.S. effectively shut off the flow of oil to Cuba.
I do believe I'll be having the honor of taking Cuba. That'd be good. That's a big honor.
Taking Cuba.
Taking Cuba in some form, yeah. Taking.
Is he even real? It's just AI at this point. I don't know, man. It's just everything's so creepy, man. Why is it so fucking creepy, bro? Hey, I gotta take care of something. I'm gonna let this roll. I'll be right back. I might have to rewind it, watch it again, but I gotta go take care of something. Shit. Hold on.
That'd be good. That's a big honor.
Taking Cuba.
Taking Cuba in some form, yeah. Taking Cuba. I mean, whether I free it, take it, I think I could do anything I want with it. You want to know the truth?
People are dying in the Middle East, including our own soldiers that have been sent over there. And these people are laughing it up on TV. They just think that's hilarious. And Lindsey Graham's got his Make Iran Great Again hat. They're just blatantly psychotic. And it's totally fine to just have that be on full display for everyone to see. They have no self-awareness of that at all.
No, I don't want to brag. But, you know, they've said this about a lot of things. No other president could do some of this shit I'm doing.
That's the other thing. All of these people are insulated from their own evil. Like, they obviously are so insulated, in fact, they have almost no self-awareness at all at this point, that they are basically snarling monster caricatures where a person once stood. Like, she's on national television and doesn't realize that's what she looks like. She doesn't realize how disgustingly heinous and ugly, just purely through and through, down to her atoms. She's just so nasty of a person to be thinking that any words coming out of Lindsey Graham's mouth are funny enough to laugh like that. That's not I'm nervous, I feel like embarrassed and I don't know how to handle this situation laugh. That's her just fully giving in to her nastiest, basest level of herself as a person who exists. These people are gross. They're abhorrent people, and they have to be called out on it. These are the people, by the way, that are brainwashing your boomer family members to follow some of the worst wrong side of history agendas we've ever seen in our lifetimes. These nasty, evil, snarling monster people who are salivating with bloodlust over war and death.
I am hearing Hezbollah has joined this fight from the north, firing missiles from Lebanon. Is that true, and how should we react to it?
All right.
That is who your grandma and your parents
I'm back.
are being brainwashed by.
Fuck. All right, where are we at? 46. 6 hit Cuba today. Space Force. Space Force. Space Force.
I'm wondering how much of the world we could save just by getting our boomer relatives to turn off the Fox News right now. Really, all of it is bullshit, but the Fox News specifically has gone full beyond neocon. This is so far beyond any George W. Bush era, because those people still try to have some kind of pretense, like they had some kind of moral high ground.
It's gone full Kakistan. You guys ever been to Kakistan? Yeah, that's kind of, I think, where these people are from, man. Fucking Kakistan. Because they're all cocks, man. Every one of them.
Still try to have some kind of pretense, like they had some kind of moral high ground or anything. They're not doing that this time. They're just in your face, full on bloodlust, demons salivating over death and destruction and murder. And Lindsey Graham doesn't have any children. He doesn't have any stake in the future. He's not going over there to fight in any of these wars. He's not doing anything. He's sending other people's children over to die. He's actually talking about how he's going to go back to his state and talk people in his state into sending their children over there to die.
I go back to South Carolina. I'm asking them to send their sons and daughters over to the Mideast.
What a cock, huh? He's from Kakistan. Pretty sure, man.
And he sees no problem with that because he wants to be Napoleon right now.
We're marching through the world. We're cleaning out the bad guys.
Minds and plot destruction.
These people are wicked. They're wicked. If you had a dictionary and you opened it to the word wicked, this should be in there as an illustrative definition of wicked. Not wicked like
Wicked
the
Mongos.
musical. Wicked like actually just morally wrong, morally bankrupt.
And as to this commander-in-chief, he did something people talked about doing. You just wait for Cuba.
I had an obligation to do this. I didn't want to. I called it an excursion. I didn't want to make this journey. We had the highest stock market in history.
The Dow was at 50,000, and that's what we shape at ball.
We had.
I don't know. Did you see that Mongo chick going? They were talking about, but the Dow's at 50,000. It was like last week or something. I don't know. Fuck, that's weird, man. It's super weird.
In history.
The Dow was at 50,000, and that's what we shape at ball.
We had low gas prices. Everything was good, and I know exactly. I know what you're going to do it, and people are going to raise the price of oil, and that's good. But I know that.
But when you...
Yeah, I know that. It's just what's going to happen. It's the people. It's the Pam. It's like, oh my God, the Dow's at 50,000. That's what we should be talking about.
See Lindsey Graham talking about killing people. You can see the bloodlust on him. You can see that he is getting off on it. If you were in a dark alley and this man was beaming at you with...
He's getting off on it, India. Lindsey Graham's getting off on dropping bombs on people, man. That's fucked up, man.
See that he is getting off on it. If you were in a dark alley and this man was beaming at you with this type of murderous grin, you would innately have a fight or flight reaction that would trigger inside of you biologically, that would make you want to run away from him or try to fight him off. Like, that would be the only options as a protection mechanism, as a survival mechanism. And how these people have been able to get to this point in our society speaks to our society as well. It does. We can't separate that out. The fact that the people running things all seem to have just an innate bloodlust that they are salivating over publicly. There's something very, very, very wrong here. And it's been very wrong the whole time I've been alive. It's been very wrong and getting... There's something very...
What does that say? It's a bar and a daycare center for adults. I like this, man. I want you guys to send me there when I need help. I need you guys to send me. Yeah, it's a death call, 100%. But yeah, I want you guys to send me to the bar that's a daycare center for adults. Please send me there, man. I'll be good. I'll be good.
Very, very wrong here. And it's been very wrong the whole time I've been alive. It's been very wrong and getting worse for a long time. But this is a new level of so wrong.
They can barely communicate, let alone coordinate. They're confused, and we know it. Our response? We will keep pressing. We will keep pushing, keep advancing. No quarter, no mercy.
No Quarter. That's a great song, man. It's a good album, I think. Page Plant, No Quarter. Good album. I like that one, man. Yeah. Government hospice motel. I would rather go to the bar, I think. Yeah. Yeah, you're right, Jim West. It's been crazy for a while, man. Yeah. No Quarter is a war crime. Yes.
We will keep pushing, keep advancing. No quarter, no mercy for our enemies.
You just who's these fucking writers, man? AI writers now? Shit, fucking Mongos.
Quarter, no mercy for our enemies.
You just suggested that Iran somehow got its hands on a tomahawk and bombed its own elementary school on the first day of the war. But you're the only person in your government saying this. Even your defense secretary wouldn't say that when he was asked, standing over your shoulder on your plane on Saturday. Why are you the only person saying this?
Because I just don't know enough.
We know, Joe. We know who the enemy is. We know who the enemy is.
Over your shoulder on your plane on Saturday. Why are you the only person saying this?
Because I just don't know enough about it. I think it's something that I was told is under investigation, but tomahawks are used by others, as you know. Numerous other nations have tomahawks. They buy them from us. But I will certainly, whatever the report shows, I'm willing to live with that report.
The Guardian reported this morning that the school where the 170 girls were incinerated was a private school for the daughters of Revolutionary Guard officers. That school was intentionally targeted.
Who the
those little
fuck
girls.
is this guy's creepy, man. Is that his real hair? Is he AI? It looks like AI to me. I don't know, man.
Were intentionally incinerated in order to humiliate and torment their fathers. This is barbarity of the highest sort. This is Gaza-like barbarity that the United States engaged in at the direction of the Israelis.
But we can be clear with the American people.
I think they're all from Kakakistan. These people have to be from some other place, man. They're not us. They're not like us, man. They're doing things like, what the? Yeah.
The direction of the Israelis.
But we can be clear with the American people that this is not a fair fight, and that's on purpose. So I'll close with scripture, drawing strength from Psalm 144.
Oh, boy.
Blessed be the Lord,
Holy shit.
my
He's real? Yeah, okay.
rock, who trains my hands for war and my fingers for battle.
So you have hypocritical performative piety, and then you've got what has to be the most transparent corruption in the history of this country, literally ever.
You know, myself and my fellow right-wing commentators were pretty incensed watching Hunter Biden spit paint through a straw and sell it for hundreds of thousands of millions of dollars in shady art gallery deals that we connected to the Byron family corruption. So don't you just love to see this? This was back in November 2024 when Donald Trump Jr. was given $4 million of stock and a seat on the board for this military drone company. Well, wouldn't you know? Now that we happen to be in a war that everybody totally wants, that stock happens to be up 46% in the last 5 days. But naturally, that's not the only drone company that the Trump kids are invested in, as is another one called Powerus. And these companies happen to be gaining a tremendous amount of money due to contracts from, you guessed it, the military and the Pentagon.
We're going to make a ton of money.
The dawn of a new golden era in America. And my friends, that is exactly what we are in the middle of now. The new golden era, new golden age.
There are people that I know who I thought were smart at some level.
We thought they were
still
smart.
trying to make excuses for this. Even for the people trying to make excuses, trying to pretend they don't see it, there's no way to do that other than just straight lying to yourself with full knowledge that that's what you're doing. We are to the point now that not only did our president wear a blue suit and his merch ball cap to a dignified transfer, but his super PAC used it to promote being paid for a national security briefing membership. So they used pictures of him wearing his merch ball cap to the dignified transfer in a super PAC that you will get a national security briefing membership. What does that mean? Let's read the email. It says, as a national security briefing member, you'll receive my private national security briefings, unfiltered updates on the threats facing America. You'll get the inside scoop direct from, like, he's selling. The man is selling his national security briefing.
Holy shit, man.
On the back of pictures of himself at the dignified transfer. So somebody was sitting in a room and said, what better way to fundraise than the selling of classified information using pictures of the president at a dignified transfer? And when questioned on whether or not he thinks this is an appropriate behavior to engage in,
Right.
Trump said, I do.
Think it's an appropriate email to send? Your critics are saying
I don't, like, whoever came up with this level of corruption, bravo. Bravo on that. You couldn't even make this up in any, like, no one would watch a movie like this because it's so terrible that no one, I mean, even if for a movie, you couldn't suspend your disbelief to this level. I don't know why anyone would think by the way, that any of these people who are acting this way, if they would do this to other people, I don't know why you would think they wouldn't do it to you too. I don't know why anybody here, any Americans watching any of this, I don't know why you would think that these people will not do the same thing to you that they are doing to these other people. Like, they will do it to you too.
I'm reporting to you from the town of Sir Al Garabiya. I don't know if you can hear the 2 Israeli drones hovering above our heads right now, but I have a message to the American taxpayers. While you're unable to afford groceries and probably one medical emergency away from bankruptcy, your tax dollars are going directly to Israel. The money is used to buy weapons to kill civilians in foreign countries. I have lost count of the number of massacres that have happened just in the last 24 hours here in Lebanon. It is dizzying. The site where I am now is the site where Israel yesterday killed 19 civilians in a massive airstrike that targeted 2 residential homes. Targeting residential areas is a war crime. I'd also like to say that the violence that you export into the world will come back to you. Your government will eventually use these tactics on you. You are next.
There's no moral quandary left.
Yeah, I think she's right, man. I don't know. We'll find. Yeah.
They don't have one. There isn't one. This is pure psychopathy. It's on full display.
Can you explain why we're sending 5,000 Marines and sailors? Can you explain why you're...
Very obnoxious person. Go ahead. What were you going to say?
I mean, every single thing that's happened. Freaking Alex Karp came out, Palantir, and he said the thing that's special about America is America's ability to kill things.
So that what makes America special right now is our lethal capacities, our ability to fight war, both because we've been doing it for 20 years, because we have meritocracy.
20 years? What's this Mongo say? 20 years. No. America's been fighting wars for, 250 years. Last time I checked. More than that. Probably close to 500. But why not? Let's go the full 500. Fuck 250. Let's go 500. Let's go. Yeah, fighting wars. That's what we do, bro.
So that what makes America special right now is our lethal capacities, our ability to fight war, both because we've been doing it for 20 years, because we have meritocracy in our military, and because we finance it in a way no other country has, and because the AI revolution is uniquely American.
There was one.
Say what? I don't know about that. Okay. I'll look into that.
One thing he mentioned, and that was it. It's America's ability to murder and make things dead. Okay? Sam Altman, there's a clip that's going around of Sam Altman now, of him talking about how they envision a future where they take everybody's intelligence and they put a meter on it and give it back to them as a product.
We see a future where intelligence is a utility like electricity or water, and people buy it from us on a meter.
Holy fuck me. Hey, Joe, man. I'm going to sell it back to you. Your own intelligence. What? Get the fuck? All right. Now I've seen everything. This is it, man. It's been nice knowing you guys. I've seen everything now. I guess I'm done.
Where intelligence is a utility like electricity or water, and people buy it from us on a meter and use it for whatever they want to use it for.
Wow.
The demand that we see for that seems like it's going to continue to just go like this.
So they're going to dumb everybody down with the AI. And then, so they're going to take everybody's art. They're going to take all the knowledge. They're going to take everybody's thoughts. They're going to take everything off the internet and steal all the art. And they're going to put it into a thing for profit, put a meter on it, and then sell it back to you. After they dumb everyone down. They're going to dumb everyone down and then sell intelligence back to people after making them stupid. I mean, this is just absolute, it's just parasitic. These people, it's just.
A barrel of oil closed above $103 on Friday, and the Iranians are
Okay, oil when in the 80s, early 80s, it was $103, $112. I think that was the highest I remember. It was just expensive, and then it dropped to like $9, and it was like total crash. It was like 1986, yeah, 87. Might have been 87. All right, we're gonna watch part 2 with Lev. Yes, we are, bro. We're gonna do it. Let me cue that up. I'll get some cool background music. We'll check it out. Yeah. So now we're $109, $102. Everybody's freaking out. Hey, gas is really expensive, man. I drive a car that takes it runs on moonshine. I'm not kidding. I have a car that runs on moonshine. Electricity should be free. Seriously, not hundreds of dollars. Yeah, it should be free. But these gas prices are just insane, man. $6. It's pretty kind of almost average where I'm at right now. Damn. I think it's gonna go to 10 by summer. It's gonna be $10 a gallon. And yep, Western elites have been. Whoa. All right.
Warning of prices hitting $200 a barrel. Mr.
Right.
Secretary, should Americans be bracing for?
200.
Should they be worried that this war will actually drive the price of oil above $200 a barrel?
So Iran for 47 years has called the United States the Great Satan. So because they call us the Great Satan, I don't think we are the Great Satan. In fact, clearly we're not. So I don't listen much to Iranian projections of what's going to happen.
There's nothing else. There's nothing else you can say about it. So, yeah, we have.
Yeah, they're vampires, man. Here's a funny thing, man. Our friend Lev here, Lev Kung Fu, he's doing some episodes on the whole vampire thing, man. It's very interesting, man. I might play one here after this, but yeah, interesting. Let's keep going, man. We're gonna get, it's all right in our faces now. Hey, do you guys know what apocalypse means? I think I said that last night, man. I think that it means that all the truth is gonna be unveiled, something like that, right? Very interesting. All right, we're gonna learn everything we need to know about these Cuckistan cucks, man.
President,
have you been briefed about how many Iran sleeper cells there could be inside the U.S. right now?
I have been, and a lot of people came in through Biden with this stupid open border. But we know where most of them are. We've got our eye on all of them, I think.
Who is talking in racist eugenical terms openly.
So the genetics are not exactly, they're not exactly your genetic. It's one of those problems.
We have senators who are saying their first loyalty is to foreign nations.
All the anti-Semites, to all the isolationists, I don't believe. Forget it. I'm not with you. I'm with Israel. I will be with Israel to our dying day.
Yeah, it's going to be all unveiled. Apocalypse, man. Everything's getting pulled back. It's just right in our faces every day, all day, every day. That's crazy, man. Yeah, that's evil Mongo, bro. Yeah, fucking Mongos.
Forget it. I'm not with you. I'm with Israel. I will be with Israel to our dying day.
Which sounds totally like treason. I mean, I don't even know how you could define it any other way.
Just like witches at black masses. And they should come and they should help.
He doesn't have any children. I don't think he's married either. Yeah, he probably is. India.
And they should come and they should help us protect it. You could make the case that maybe we shouldn't even be there at all because we don't need it. We have a lot of oil. We're the #1 producer anywhere in the world times 2. By double, at least double. Now I think it's much higher than that. But we do it. It's almost like we do it for habit. But we also do it for some very good allies that we have in the Middle East.
What
about people who say you're only interested in the Middle East for oil?
Oh, shit. Here we go.
Huh? Oil? Who said something about oil, bitch? You cooking?
We have more than double what anybody else in terms of oil production. We're at more than double any other country. So we don't need it, but we did it. It's almost
sake, right?
You could say we did it out of habit, which is not a good thing to do. But we did it because we have some good allies there. We have some great Middle Eastern countries there, Israel there.
Fox News hosts cackling about regime change and
Trump said the only way to make Iran great.
This is not endless nation building.
The beginning. It's the beginning of building a new country.
We're going to make a ton of money.
That's hilarious. Shit, man.
tech bros talking about dumbing people down and then selling their intelligence back to them with a meter on it.
They may work super hard, spend tens of millions, hundreds of millions of someday billions of dollars on a single problem that's really valuable.
See a future where intelligence is a utility
I'm
like
fucking
electricity
laughing, but
or water, and people buy.
It's funny because it's so fucking in your face, ridiculous, man. It's fucking wicked. It's wicked, man. Welcome to evil. Welcome to the evil.
Is a utility like electricity or water, and people buy it from us on a meter.
But we see a future where intelligence is a utility like electricity or water, and people buy it from us on a meter.
The demand.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I should be crying, man. Right? I mean, I should be fucking crying. I probably am crying. I'm just suppressing it slightly. I don't know, man. It's so bad that it... And Melissa and Aaron do such a great job of exposing this shit. And I thank them. That's why I replay their stuff, man, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, I should have been smoking crack, man. Yeah, what the heck, right? It can't be real. I should be smoking crack. That's all there is to it.
That we see for that seems like it's gonna continue to just go like this.
The demands that we see for that seems like it's going to continue to just go like this.
Everything about this society is parasitical, inverted, and feasting on itself right now.
Our government runs on taxpayer money. So wars, military operations, weapons contracts, all of that comes from the money that the government is collecting from your taxes. Our military budget is $850 billion every single year. So do the math. 850 billion divided by 60 billion is about 14 times. 850 billion divided by 40 billion is about 21 times. So that means that the money we spend on military every year could fund programs to end hunger and homelessness in America roughly 14 to 21 times over. Not once, not twice, 14 to 21 times. Let that sink in. There's people in America that can't afford groceries, can't afford rent, that are one emergency away from losing everything. People who are working full-time and are still broke. My point in explaining the math is not to complain, it's to show that the United States government could be doing way more for American citizens if it wanted to. The way a government spends money shows you what it really cares about. Israel. And before someone jumps in the comments trying to argue about...
She's hilarious, man. That was pretty funny, man. All right, I gotta play that again. Hold on. She just shows you where they spend the money. Is it
citizens if it wanted to? The way a government spends money shows you what it really cares about. Israel. And before someone jumps in the comments trying to argue about budgets, relax. The point is the scale of money. Okay? Martin Luther King. He said that a nation that continues to spend more money on a military defense than on programs to help its own people is approaching spiritual death. America is not poor. We're one of the richest countries in human history. So the issue is not that the money doesn't exist. The issue is what our government chooses to prioritize. Why, when the government shuts down, do they cut SNAP benefits? Why are people starving when the government shuts down? Because they want them to.
And the average person is still getting up and going to work and paying taxes and acting like if they just keep doing the things that they're doing, this is all somehow going to work out. And I'm just saying to you, like, the writing is all over the walls. It could not be more clear how bad this is. And it is not going to change by keeping your head down and pretending you can't see it. I love you guys, but I really wish the people who got fooled during COVID and the people who got fooled by MAGA could all admit to themselves that they were all fooled, so we can all just come back together now, because we're going to have to stand together at some point. We're going to have to unite at some point and start saying no, big time, because we have total full-on psychopathy running the show.
And I've been speaking on the phone with absolutely desperate people in Tehran in the last 48 hours. And it's carpet bombing, and they're killing indiscriminately. And the consequences for the world will be utterly awful. And Piers, we have a lot of Americans, we have a very particular society. We have a lot of Americans who are saying, move on. This is Armageddon coming. This is the promised end of the world.
There's my word, Armageddon. We're going to figure out all their tricks. We're going to figure out what all the truth's going to come out, man. That's apocalypse, Armageddon. Yeah, let's go. Let's do it, I guess, man. What else are we going to do?
Are hearing lots of reports about this being preached in the military.
Yeah, that was blasphemy, 100%.
We're seeing a lot of people who believe that the worse it gets, the closer we are to the second coming of Jesus Christ. And that's a motivating factor.
Now, the lying that you have to do to tell people in this country that they are getting something out of this war, the hurdles you have to jump through are some of the craziest things that I have ever seen in my life. When I watch people, I totally understand why Israel wants it, why Netanyahu wants it. I totally understand that. I get why Jared Kushner wants it. I get why people in the United States, like Ted Cruz, want it. But the people in Kentucky, I mean, that are going to the Trump rally, the people in Kentucky who are going to the Trump rally, like these people right here, to sell to these people that they're getting something out of this. It is the only that religious angle of like the third temple and the rapture and all that stuff, the Christian Zionism. You have to go to these people and go, well, don't you want the Messiah to come back? You don't have to go to the rest stop. If the Messiah comes back, you don't have to go to work. So this is that.
Yeah.
This is what we're doing.
I mean, clearly there are some in Israel who see greater Israel as the ultimate goal. I mean, as we speak.
Is he flat earther? Oh, shit. Right on. Is he... Is that Mongo? That guy? He's a... He knows about flat earth? Yeah, it seems like he would know about it. I mean, I could see that. All right.
So this is that. This is what we're doing.
I mean, clearly...
I think that was you, India. Yeah, he said it on Rogan. Okay, yeah, it could be. All right. I don't know who he is, man. I've seen him a couple times, but just on a little clip from somebody else.
Some in Israel who see greater Israel as the ultimate goal. I mean, as we speak, you're seeing Israeli settlers, violent settlers, pushing more Palestinians off their lands on the West Bank, destroying crops.
Dude, have you guys seen Palestine? This is done. This fucking looks like a rock pile. I mean, that's just like, what? Yep. And they're going to rebuild it. It's going to be great. Yeah, what a shit. What a Cuckistan shit show we're in, man. Straight from Cuckistan.
You've got the recent announcements within the last several weeks about greater ability for Israelis to take over Palestinian lands. Hell, you've got our own ambassador, Huckabee, saying in response to interview question that, he'd be, quote, fine.
That would include, basically the entire Middle East. That would be the Levant, so that would be Israel, Jordan, Syria, Lebanon. It would also be big parts of Saudi Arabia and Iraq. It would be,
I'm not sure it would go that far. It would be a big piece of land, but here's the point.
It would be a lot of places that are now countries.
But this particular area that we're talking about now, Israel, is a land that God gave through Abraham to a people that he chose. It was a people, a place, and a purpose. We can look at it that way.
Oh, boy. There's 17 weeks of conversation. We could go into with that. I know a bunch of Mongos that could go deep into that one, man. That's in the Bible, man. It's the chosen people, man. We can go into that.
It was a people, a place.
He chose.
And a purpose. We can look at it that way. Christian Zionism. I want to go back because that's where we started.
I'm not going to let you off on this because you have said it 3 times that God gave this land to this people. And so it is entirely fair for me with respect to ask, what land are you talking about? Because I just read Genesis 15, as I have many times.
Mm-hmm.
And that land, I think it's...
Did you guys read Genesis 1, man? Talks about the flat earth. Check it out. Don't believe me.
Because I just read Genesis 15, as I have many times.
Mm-hmm.
And that land, I think it says, from the Nile to the Euphrates, which is, once again, basically the entire Middle East. So God gave that land to his people, the Jews, or he didn't.
Yeah.
You're saying he did. What does that mean? Does Israel have the right to that land?
Exactly,
because you're appealing
India.
to Genesis. You're saying that's the original deed.
They ignore the flat earth part, man. Mongos. Dumbass. What are you going to do?
It would be fine if they took it all.
If Israel not only takes over the West Bank, but other areas where some would claim the Bible gives Israel the right.
I think it's funny because it's right in the beginning of the Bible, man. It's like in the beginning. It's like right there, number 1, uno, fucking right in the front. Like, hey, man, it's flat earth, Mongos. Let's go. What do we got? Yeah. Ay.
Other areas where some would claim the Bible gives Israel the right to essentially take.
Oh, I thought we were I thought our taxes, I thought the cost of groceries is going to go down. No, we're ending the world. We realized we couldn't do any of that. Let's be honest. You think your groceries are going the price of a house is never coming down.
And there's all these people the gas prices and people are dying all over the world now. The world is on fire and you're worried about the cost of a tank of gas. That should tell you what this has done to people's minds, how desensitized they are and normalized they are to this level of absolute psychopathy and barbarity that's happening.
It's called cuckory. I don't think I could spell it, but it's Melissa. You got it right, babe. Cuckory. Yeah, it's bad.
Level of absolute psychopathy and barbarity that's happening. But just in case you didn't get it after everything else I've shown you in this video, just in case you're still not hearing me, it came out while all this is going on. It was reported on the 11th by several people who were in the meeting that Trump straight up made a comment to Speaker Mike Johnson that no one gives a about housing. The most important thing right now is the SAVE Act because they're going to try and do some completely corrupt stuff around election time. It's going to make it real clear to everyone that we do not have a constitution.
Yeah. My barbecue is going to cost a lot of money this summer. I'm predicting $10 a gallon gas by summer. And we're coming up on spring here. Just in a few days. And it's going to go to $10 a gallon. Anyway, I've been saying that for a couple of weeks, but all right. Hey, it's just 2 weeks to flatten this curve over there in Iran, man. Kind of feels like that, man. Kind of like, we just need 2 weeks, couple weeks. We'll bomb these guys out of oblivion. Yep.
Republic with a democratic process anymore, but I mean, because apparently they have to go over the top just for people to really fully get the fabric of our country is being totally undone here. But again, the president of the United States told Speaker Mike Johnson in a conversation, no one gives a fuck about housing.
We're ending the world. I mean, it's pretty simple.
Oh, shit.
There's zero
fuck,
way
Indio.
you're ever
You've
going to
gone
afford a
complete
house.
fucking
Let's
Tarzan.
rapture you all.
Wait.
Let's.
I gotta back that up. Hold on. Wait. 500 a barrel in oil. Peak. Okay. All right. I can see that. Yeah, I mean, gold went like fucking radar fucking silver went stupid. Yeah, there's some commodities that went fucking stupid. Like what? I mean, like 5,000 an ounce gold, dude. I remember when it was like $250, $179 you could buy that. No, fucking over $5,000. Yeah. Things went fucking stupid, man. Yeah. I think gas is gonna go stupid too, man, or oil, whatever. 500 a barrel. Damn, that's stupid. So it's 500 a barrel, man. You're talking about like $20 a gallon minimum. Oh shit. That's gonna have a fucking. I got a moonshine car, dude. I got one. I got a moonshine car. Yes, I do. I can put moonshine in my car and it rolls. Yeah. Yep. I can get some Bacardi 151. All right. Yeah. Yep. It stops when they want. I get it, man. I get it. It's crazy. Anyway, thank you guys for hanging out, man.
World.
President of the United States told Speaker Mike Johnson in a conversation, no one gives a fuck about housing.
We're ending the world. I mean, it's pretty simple. There's zero way you're ever going to afford a house. Let's rapture you all. Let's rapture you all. It is the only shot you have at a good life right now is to hasten the rapture. That is, right now, the foreign and economic policy of our country currently right now is the rapture.
Although it is being used online in a way that is meant to say, screw you, Jew. It is being used in a context
very
directly to say,
India.
I hate Jews, and that's almost an online code word. Christ is king is, I hate the Jew.
Is that your view, or you? Why do you?
Wow, Christ is king it means I hate the Jews? Who came up with that Mongo shit, bro?
Christ is king is, I hate the Jew.
Is that your?
Hey, New Perspective, man. They came out. They found out who Banksy was yesterday or something. Anyway, that's a whole nother. I did play a little bit in the beginning of the video, but beginning of the live stream, yeah, that's it. Okay, did he?
It's an online code word. Christ is king is, I hate the Jew.
Is that your view, or you? Why do you say that?
Because you see the people who are saying it, and they're saying it in that context. They're saying Jews are horrible, good, like they're attacking.
Robin, what the fuck's this? Henderson, something like that, or was, yeah. You can just Google it real quick, man. It's interesting, man. I don't think it. I think that whole Banksy thing's a complete, psyop in a lot of ways, man. I've been following it for decades, and I'm like, who is this Mongo, man? How does he get away with it? If they found out who he was, why isn't he arrested? They didn't arrest anybody, so I mean, certainly for vandalism or something or graffiti. Yeah, I mean, but apparently the way he got busted is he did get caught in New York City back in 2000 something. Yeah. Anyway, just a side note. I'm sorry I got distracted. All right, back to Christ is king means I hate the Jews, apparently, according to Teddy. According to Ted Boy.
And they're saying it in that context. They're saying Jews are horrible, good, like they're attacking Jews, and they end with Christ as King.
And I almost forgot to mention, in a scene that can only be described as weaponized irony, we also have Peter Thiel in Rome giving speeches about the Antichrist. Because of course we do. Of course we have that right now. That makes only so much sense. That makes total sense, actually. That makes the most sense of anything pretty much that I've said this entire video.
That is the foreign and economic policy of our country is the rapture. You're out of here. We're all going. The Messiah is coming back, and he's going to figure it out because we don't know how to get these houses cheaper. We don't know. We do not know.
It's a significant part of Mr. Trump's base. And so bad news is not necessarily deterrence. It may just mean escalation to Armageddon. It is a grim...
I just got to point out the little globe that they got to put in there. The spinning globe, spinny benny water ball is spinning. I just had to point that out. I'm sorry. I'm such a fucking shitty flat earther.
You just mean, and so
I'm a shitty
bad news
I'm a
is
good
not
flat
necessarily
because I can see the cuckery when I see it from Kakistan. Yeah. Fucking cock.
Mr. Trump's base, and so bad news is not necessarily deterrence. It may just mean escalation to Armageddon. It is a grim situation that we're in.
Blessed be the Lord, my rock, who
Here we
trains my
go.
hands for war and my fingers for battle.
Here's Pete Hegseth, who is a drunk and a failure, making a big mess of this war, killing children in Iran.
He is my loving God.
A truly contemptible figure who should
love you,
resign.
Melissa.
War criminal Pete Hegseth.
And
friend of the
Aaron,
show.
I love you too, brother.
But
You guys
he
are
really
great.
should resign. They are massacring children in Iran. It is disgusting.
May the Lord grant unyielding strength.
But
and amen.
But Pete Hegseth is a
yeah. Okay.
You know, U.S. troops were told Iran wars for Armageddon and the return of Jesus. So this is what we've got. We've got some real fun people here trying to egg on World War III.
There's no other president could do some of this shit I'm doing.
I fully believe this is the plan. I think they want World War III.
No shit.
I believe they want World War III. I think the Epstein documents, it started to expose things that could not see the light of day. I think this economy is in much deeper trouble than people think. And I think that this is the plan.
This is even beyond the Iraq War. They then had, I won't say the dignity, but they then had the impulse to hide the motivations. Here, there is no impulse to hide the motivations. It's just complete kill anybody.
I'm reporting to you from the town of British Callaway, where 2 days ago, the Israeli army targeted a medical center with an airstrike, killing 12 medical staff. In recent days, the Israeli army has killed 20 medical staff and first responders in a series of blatant war crimes. Reporting to you from the city of Sur, where just hours ago, the Israeli army issued a forced displacement notice for the area around a school. The bombing occurred around 3 p.m., and I was able to catch a little bit of it because I was stuck on the side of the road. In addition to the forced displacement notice in Sur, the Israeli army has also, again, issued a forced displacement notice for the entire area of South Lebanon, so everything south of the Litani. Forced displacement is a war crime.
Yeah. Rumors of wars, floods, hurricanes, tornadoes, disasters. Yeah, it looks like we're right there, man. I mean, I don't know. It looks like end times, but I think it happened a while ago, but yeah, I could be wrong.
Dried blood at the site in Zefta, where yesterday a civil defense building was targeted. One person was killed and 2 were injured. Targeting civil defense is a war crime. It was 687 people killed and 1,500 people wounded These figures are sure to rise. Clearly, we have multiple massacres happening here in Lebanon today. And I have a message to Western governments. Israel is...
Hey, my homeowners association said I needed to clean this shit up. And it said if I didn't clean it up, they were going to fine me $500 if I didn't clean. My homeowners association. Are you guys familiar with the HOAs? Yeah, they like make sure they get that. What the hell is he carrying over there? What? It's like a. What the hell is he carrying in this picture? It's some kind of weird, stuffed animal thing. And now he's carrying a door that's painted with like apples and carrots and I mean, is that to like show that it was definitely a I don't know, like a daycare for kids? I don't know what it was. Interesting. I don't know,
And I have a message to Western governments. Israel
like a playhouse
is
door, like a playhouse door and some kids. That seems a little bit set up to me, man. I mean, I don't know. I got a critical eye for this stuff. I'm like, that's like set up for the camera. He's kind of looking away from the camera. I mean, if I'd be carrying that shit, I'd be looking straight in the camera going, you motherfuckers. You know what I mean? You follow me?
Cleansing Lebanon. I have been here for it. I have been documenting it since the last war. Stop arming them. Stop arming them. Stop funding them. Where is your humanity? City of Sur, from the site of one of the Israeli bombings yesterday. You can see here. Maybe you saw a video.
Dude, what was that? A collapse of a building straight down? Hold on. Whoa. Hold on.
Bombings yesterday. You can see here. Maybe you saw a video.
Must have caught fire.
A very large building with a radio antenna.
Dude, total 9/11 building going down there. Yeah, it's brutal, man. But what the hell was that? Did you see the building go down like 9/11?
Come out of Sur where a very large building with a radio antenna came down. That's this site.
That's this site right here. So it just crumbled into that pile. Okay, a little bit sus, Yeah, it's a little super sus.
Nearby shops and buildings were obviously damaged. There's a wide debris field. I was hoping not to
have... it looked odd, man. There was a lot of black smoke when it went down, but none of that concrete looks like it's been blackened at all. Just an observation. Let me go back. Look how it went down.
Here, maybe you saw a video.
All that black smoke would be everywhere.
A very large building with a radio antenna came down.
That's some dark ass black smoke, man. Just fucking. Yep, 7 seconds. It was less than that actually, but it just didn't look right, man. I don't know. I'm not buying it, man. There's something funky going on here for sure.
Site.
Oh. Yeah, Building 7. Good old Building 7. I love Building 7. It's another interesting one, man. Bob Nodell pointed it out to me years ago. He's like, did you check out Building 5? I was like, Building 5? And I did a search on Building 5, and it was another big-ass building that was completely leveled. I was like, oh, shit. There's a whole bunch of buildings that went down, yeah. But nobody talks about Building 5. And I saw pictures of it, and I'm like, holy shit. That thing completely leveled too, man. Anyway. Building 5, for sure.
A very large building with a radio antenna came down. That's this site. Nearby shops and buildings were obviously damaged. There's a wide debris field. I was hoping not to have to come down here again and do this kind of reporting, but I'm here, and All right, I'm here.
And we are the good guys. We are the defenders of freedom and liberty. And
kill everybody and overturn this society of 100 million people and an ancient society of 5,000 years. So it's dreadful.
It's not even the circus running the show, or the clowns running the show. That might at least be entertaining. This is full psychopathy running. This is like that part of the insane asylum where they keep Hannibal Lecter, okay? This is the fava beans and Chianti running the show. So unless you don't want your liver eaten, we need to like figure out a way to get over ourselves and come back together as a people so we can stand up to this, because otherwise this is not going anywhere good. I'm serious. I don't know how else to say that. It's full psychopathy on full display. Just want to make sure everybody realizes the level we're at. This is evil. It's fully evil. There is such a thing. Everyone wants to act like it's all subjective. Like, this right here is evil, and it's in your face.
Yeah.
It is really unclear how anybody with a shred of humanity left could treat the levels of death and destruction and human pain and suffering that are happening like a punchline that you giggle at. And the fact that these people are still going about their day, making jokes and acting like this is not the level, should set off every alarm that has been biologically evolved in your body from the time of your ancestors to alert you to the fact that you are living under predators. That is what this is. And it feels almost like a portal got kicked open when this whole unconstitutional war started, that it's demon time. It just feels like it's just demons wearing human skin time. So that's what's up. I don't know what else to say about that. I needed everyone to see this so that people can have an understanding of where this is now. All pretense is gone that there's anything moral about any of the things that are happening. Some type of end game is happening now. That's what's actually going on. Clearly.
Yep.
This business of burning human beings with napalm, of filling our nation's homes with orphans and widows, of injecting poisonous drugs of hate into the veins of people normally humane, of sending men home from dark and bloody battlefields physically handicapped and psychologically deranged, cannot be reconciled with wisdom, justice, and love. A nation that continues year after year to spend more money on military defense than on programs of social uplift is approaching spiritual death.
I'm not trying to be. Darkness does not drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. Yeah, man. I'm a lover. What are you going to do, man? Shout out to Melissa, Aaron, Truthstream Media.
I would like to solve the puzzle. 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 I would like to solve the puzzle.
Wow. Thank you guys for hanging out for a minute. yeah, I'm gonna play some lab video here, man. Let's play that. You guys are great. Thanks for the comments. Make sure you like and subscribe and hit the super chat and all that. And yeah, make sure you really, spread the love. No, I don't give a shit, man. I really don't. I don't care, man. But I do care about my friends making videos. And this is Lev. He made a video. He's made a video series on the Flat Earth PSYOP and the vampire religion, bro. The war on spirit. That's a serious topic, man. I know. It's serious shit, but check it out. Don't believe me? Here, I'm going to play 27 minutes, man. All right? 27 minutes. I got some background music. Let's play it. Here we go.
G Creation, The Flat Earth PSYOP, and The War on Spirit, Part 2. Yeah, I'm doing a Part 2. It might be a Part 3 as well. I intended to continue it as another series at some point. As I go through these several episodes, they'll like combine into that series. But for now, there's too many things which I didn't finish off. You know what I mean? I thought I'd get it done in one episode and such, but you know, it's kind of typical, isn't it? So yeah, I say 3 episodes, it might be more. Because there's so much to gather for this, you know what I mean? There's so many things which are like running through my head, and quite often it's like you make a video and there's like 10% of the ideas you wanted to put out there you got on the video, you know. But I mean, the concept's out there and stuff like that kind of thing. But so this is a typical wallpaper from Christianity that you get, which is a little bit gruesome, you know. It's because it's like the amount of blood on the water, you can't tell how deep it is and all that kind of thing, like. And there's an abundance of this kind of wallpaper, or memes and all these kind of things. And look at that one. That is not pretty at all. The first thing that comes to mind is homicide. You know, it's like, that's not good. You know, a lot of them remind you of like self-harm and, you know, mental illness in that aspect of things, which is kind of like a big thing in this, you know, like, you know, a big aspect of it. I mean, other than the blood drinking, the vampire aspect of things as well. Like I said, there's an abundance of it. It's like all the droplets and stuff, the cross made in blood. And no words, you know, so it's left to your imagination and such. And also, like, you know, for children to see that, you know what I mean? It's not pretty, you know. And nails, and the blood stain in snow. So, Christ is risen from the dead. So about, like, you know, him being like the Lord of the dead, I mean, to rise from the dead and all these kind of things. He's risen. This is another one. He's risen from the dead. Well, yeah, he's got Matthew, so you know what I mean, it's got all them kind of things as well, like, you know, to point out where it is and such. Jesus, the firstborn from the dead. I'm not entirely sure what that means, firstborn. But you got your finger there as well. Your bookmark. I am the resurrection and the life, says the Lord. Whoever believes in me will never die. So that's like, so you can become one of the undead. You know what I mean? If you've got eternal life in that kind of way, to never die, amongst which the blood of Jesus washes away my sin, heals my diseases, and gives me eternal life.
Sounds good, man.
Through the blood. Exactly like the vampire aspect of things.
Vampire,
also,
very
in terms of like the
vampire-ish.
sin and like the guilt aspect of things. It's gonna it's like you take accountability. We mentioned that last one, didn't we? You know what I mean? It's gonna I don't know, it's just dark. It's really dark. Jesus raises Lazarus from the dead. So, in fact, like necromancy, and that's supposed to be one of the bad things. Another contradiction in that kind of sense. I might as well say that now as well. Like Jaren, with his Bible contradictions. Funny how he kind of started doing them. A similar time to when Whitsitt stole the Taurus field and all those kind of things. I think it was just a little bit before. But it was from the same streams, which I did on banners. I spoke about the Bible contradictions there. But I also spoke about it on Flat Earth Dudes in 2020. So that is way before and all these kind of things and stuff. And it's a bit of a narrative, which is kind of stuck. It's gonna there's so many
Shout out.
so many contradictions. Serious red flags and such. Like this, for example, like necromancy, raising people from the dead. And especially when we question, the authenticity of Jesus, if he is this Lord of the dead, all these kind of things, if he's this Lord of the vampires, I mean, you look at the symbology, it's scary. It's just not nice at all. So we've got end times video. So it's going to go through all the different seals and bowls and whatever else it is, trumpets and such. And is this choosing whether is this really your God? You know what I mean? Or is it, can we compare this to the Lord of the Dead, the undead and all these kind of things? And the vampiric aspect to it all. So
7 sealed judgments. And in Revelation chapter 6 verse 1, we read that Jesus is the one that opens each seal, and the first 4 sealed judgments.
Jesus, at the end of this video, gets resurrected. Or returns, whichever it is. So I don't know, should he even be here at this point? It's a kind of a question.
Are where we see the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. So after the first seal is opened in Revelation chapter 6 verse...
And also, it's Jesus opened it. If he didn't open that seal, then this wouldn't happen, would it? Another thing I want to mention is like the end of the world. That's something I haven't got faith in that. I don't believe that. I think this world is supposed to be infinite, if anything, and I kind of think this is a deception for the ushering of a new God to replace, to take over this world and claim this world, which it kind of does go along with that narrative, isn't it, in this video.
2, John sees a horseman sitting on a white horse, and he holds out a bow and goes out to conquer. Honestly, that's all that's said about him. But some Christians believe that this particular rider symbolizes the Antichrist because he looks to be pure and white, but will go out to conquer the world. The second seal is opened in Revelation chapter 6 verse 3, and John sees a rider on a fiery red horse, and he wields this great sword. And this horseman will take peace from the earth, and the results of that will cause people to kill each other. Again, not much is said, but it seems that this horseman is probably figurative of a world that seeks to kill each other. Or it's symbolic of a government that will strip peace from the people. The third seal is opened in Revelation chapter 6, verse 5, and we see the third rider who sits on a black horse, and he holds a pair of scales. And John heard a voice when he saw this horseman, and the voice said, "A quart of wheat for a denarius." Or in other words,
Flyman, what's up, baby? Flyman, I miss you like Trump. Hey, Trump's gonna do like great. He's so great, so great. It's gonna be amazing. He's bombing the whole world. He's gonna bomb the whole world. He's like an amazing man. He's just like doing it all. He's so great. Miss you, Flyman B. So you used to do the best, Trump, man. I laugh. I was crying laughing sometimes, man. It was so good. So great. It's tremendous. It's like amazing. I love it. I miss you guys so great. Yeah, man. I miss you, brother. Anyway, I had to pause that for a second. See Flatman's showing up. I gotta give that Mongo a wrench, man. Yo. That's my boy. That's my Trump boy. Yeah, the best, dude. But yeah, take care of your family, man. It's probably better than hanging out with us Mongos, for sure. Yeah. You're the best. You're the best, the greatest ever. Alright. I'll back this up, Lev. Sorry, Lev. I'm fucking up your video, man.
Voice when he saw this horseman, and the voice said, "A quart of wheat for a denarius." Or in other words, a quart of wheat for a day's wage. Simply put, this horseman seems to be a representation of famine, and food at this time will be incredibly expensive, and people will most likely die from these conditions. And
another aspect of that is, like, well, things are expensive at the moment, and the government can control that. And like the Bible says, that the devil is the god of this world. Is not. Is the god of a government. Is the god of the media and all that kind of stuff. He's trying to become God, and that's like how this depicts, like at the end. That's where, you know, he comes in, and it's like, you know, the difference between God and spirit. So there's that aspect.
Interesting.
Or the fourth seal judgment is a rider riding on a pale horse. And the one who sat upon this horse is named Death, and it says another figure named Hades followed him. And then the Bible says that power was given to Death and Hades so that they could rule over the fourth of the world. And they will have the freedom.
They got the globe there, Lev. They got to do the globe thing. They can never leave the globe out. My goodness gracious.
Death and Hades, so that they could rule over the fourth of the world. And they will have the freedom to kill with the sword, hunger, with death, and with the beast.
So God gives them that freedom. Like I said, is it our God, or is it the Lord of the Dead? Because these aren't good people ever. You know?
So Bible scholars also suggest that this horseman is also a picture of what life will be like during the end times, and it will be one marked by death. And the population of the earth will decrease by at least 25%, and people will die.
Oh shit. Is that a globe or just a circle? I don't know, man. I'm not sure.
And the population of the earth will decrease by at least 25%, and people will die
25%
due to war, starvation, or other means. And to put that into
war, starvation, and other means, bro. Other means. What are the other means? I could be creative.
Perspective, as of 2024, the world's population is about 8 billion people. So according to this passage, the world would decrease by at least 2 billion people during this time of judgment.
Okay.
This is all for so God can create his eternal heaven.
It's a quarter past the globe. Oh, shoot. You remember that old saying that said, What time is it? It's a half past a monkey's ass and a quarter to his balls. Like, I'm not sure what that means, but we used to say it as kids. It's kind of funny. But yeah, a half past a monkey's ass, quarter to the globe.
Procurement coordinator at a manufacturing plant. You can count on
What
auto
the
reordering
hell am I
the
fucking?
PPE you need on hand.
Somebody's
Call
selling us
1-800
some
Granger,
fucking
click
shit. Hold on.
Granger.com, or just stop by.
I gotta go. You ever been to Granger? I love Granger. They got like electronics and stuff. It's a good place. Go check it out. They got all kinds of cool stuff. All right, that was a sales pitch. Yep. Gotta throw the globe in there, Lev. Come on, man. Throw a fucking globe in there.
This is all for so God can create his eternal heaven. So it implies that it's not even created yet. You know, right? So, you know, this is going to conclude maybe in a later episode.
It's found in Revelation chapter 6, verses 9 to 11. And it's an interesting one. In this passage, souls of those who were killed for God are crying out to God asking for vengeance. And then they were told to wait a bit longer so that their fellow servants and brothers could join them. So essentially they're told to wait because there's more Christians and servants of God who must die first before other martyrs who died in the past could be avenged. So it looks like this sealed judgment may be an indicator that Christians have to die. So the judgment here may possibly be the world being stripped of all Christians. The sixth seal...
So, you know, look, if you're a Christian then.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? If you follow that God, he's not going to save you. He's just told you, he's just told you there, you know?
Judgment is found in Revelation chapter 6, verses 12 to 17.
That's this Mongo says, right? I get it, man. Belief is an enemy of knowing stuff, and a lot of beliefs out there, man. A lot of beliefs. My goodness.
And we read of these cosmic disturbances.
Holy shit.
And there will be a great earthquake. The sun will become black. The moon will be like...
All right, when the sun goes black for like a couple days, man, that I'm in, bro. Okay, you got me.
The sun will become black.
What?
You see, that's like the undead. You see, like when we looked at on like the Tree of Life, and that little part with ghosts, and the ghost's eyes were lit up. And it's like, you know, in death, the sun appears black, but your eyes shine. You know what I mean? And it's opposite for us. It's like our eyes appear black, but the sun shines. So, like, you know, our relationship with the sun in that kind of way and stuff. So with it going black, it's kind of like, you know, it's turning into the undead world. That's like the terraformation of what is being created here.
Yeah.
Blood, the sky
Yeah.
will be rolled up, and all the mountains and islands will be moved. And the seventh seal judgment is found in Revelation chapter 8, verses 1 to 5, and in this judgment there will be half an hour of silence, followed by noises, thunder, lightning, and another earthquake. Next, we have 7 trumpet judgments. Revelation chapter 8, verse 2. I saw the 7 angels who stand before God, and they were given 7 trumpets. In this passage, John sees 7 angels that were given 7 trumpets, and very specific events take place after each angel sounds their trumpet. You can read about the first trumpet in Revelation chapter 8, verse 7. And hail and fire rained on the earth, and it caused 1/3 of the trees and green grass to be burned. So essentially, after this judgment, 1/3...
This guy's got the whole curvature of the earth thing, man, that we've been looking for 10 years. There's no curvature, man. No Why do they got the curve in there, man? Mongos.
Of the trees and green grass to be burned. So essentially, after this judgment, 1/3 of all trees and grass will be burned completely. The second trumpet is found in chapter 8, verse
1/3. 1/3 of a fallen as well.
8 to 9. And it looks like a meteor will hit the ocean that will cause 1/3 of the water to turn to blood and...
The final card, which the Illuminati boast. But for it to turn the ocean to blood, or 1/3 of it to blood.
Right.
Again, this is more like, you know, the Lord of the Death, or something you'd expect from such. Not from what is supposed to be our God. You know, this is like I say, the difference between God and spirit.
And 1/3 of the sea creatures and ships will be destroyed. The third trumpet is found in chapter 8, verses 10 to 11. And another meteor-like object will fall from the sky and hit 1/3 of all springs and rivers.
Oh shit, we're in trouble now. A big rock is gonna come from the sky. No.
And it'll cause the water to be undrinkable. The fourth trumpet is found in chapter 8, verse 12. And 1/3 of the sun, moon, and stars will be struck.
Oh boy.
So days will be
Lev.
longer, and 1/3 of the day will be night. So for example, if it's daytime from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m., then it would look like it would only be bright from 6 a.m. to 2 to 3 p.m. every day from then on out. The fifth trumpet is found in Revelation chapter 9, verses 1 to 12, and this is the first trumpet judgment that has a lot of detail given. The passage says that there will be these special locusts that will have the power to torment mankind for 5 months. These locusts seem to have demonic origins because they will come
Oh boy.
from the bottomless pit. Regarding their appearance, they have something that looks like a gold crown on their heads, and they will have faces that look like the face of a man. They'll also have hair like a woman, teeth like a lion, and will have something like breastplates of iron. Also, when they fly, it'll be loud, and it'll sound like chariots with many horses running to battle.
Damn.
Lastly,
Damn.
tails like scorpions with stings in their tails.
Damn,
It should
Lev.
also be noted that these demonic
Help me out here,
locusts will be given rules, and they'll be told not to touch any green vegetation, nor are they allowed to touch anyone who has the seal of God on their forehead.
Oh boy. We got
like the mark of a beast.
Dude, we got a lot of work to do here, man.
Won't kill anyone. And this passage says that many men will seek to die during the time of these locusts.
Yeah, well, our God wouldn't do this. Not our
So
God.
it would seem that these
No.
Is that because they'll be undead?
No, they're gonna do this, Mongos. Come on.
be able to. So it would seem that these
Is that because they'll be undead?
locusts may impair people to the point where they can no longer move, and these individuals may have so much
Not our
pain
God. You got
they
that right.
wished they were dead, but death won't come to them. And to close this trumpet, these locusts do have a leader, and their king is an angel located in the bottomless pit, which is a holding place for demons. The
A fallen angel.
sixth trumpet is found in Revelation chapter 9, verses 13 to 21.
What in the LSD is to come? Yeah, we don't know, man. It's a total trip, bro. Total trip. 100%.
More angels who were bound at the Euphrates River will be released. And I remember back when I was in high school, I asked my Bible teacher if these angels were good or bad. And he told me, good angels don't need to be bound. So the 4 angels that are going to be released will be demons. And these fallen angels will be released and will kill 1/3 of mankind. It also seems like at the time these 4 angels are released, an army of 200 million horsemen will also be unleashed on mankind. And John describes these horsemen having breastplates of fiery red, hyacinth blue, and sulfur yellow. And that the heads of the horses will be like lions, and they'll be able to breathe fire, smoke,
Whoa, man. Trippy,
and they'll
bro.
have tails like a serpent's that will also have the power to harm.
Tripping, bro.
Now, this
Come on.
passage could be literal, and this demonic army could be let loose on humanity, or it could be figurative of a military that will have war machines that resemble John's description here. The
War machines is a concept which we've kind of thought of before.
Right?
Like the description
Love,
of the
man.
horsemen, of horses, like being able to breathe fire and all these kind of things. That could be achieved through technology, and especially in terms of like what's available from their side. Because we're speaking about the undead, but the undead also use the technology. So in terms of like the machine race, the machine god, it's the same thing. It's exactly the same thing. But 2 different sides of it. You see, we're like the red and the blue, you know, we've got that aspect of things. So one's red and one's blue in a way.
And the last trumpet is found in Revelation chapter 11, verses 15 to 19. And when that trumpet sounds, voices from heaven will shout and say that the kingdoms of the world have become kingdoms that belong to God. And
see, after all
It's still got the bendy, curvy earth thing going there. That's all I'm saying.
Have become kingdoms that belong to God, and
See, after all that...
And they got a Tartaria in there. Bendy, curvy Tartaria. What about that? Where's the...
I mean...
Bendy, curvy Tartaria? Really? Okay.
It sounds horrible, you know, about all the people dying, all the suffering, all the unnecessary suffering where people can't die, you know what I mean, all that kind of stuff as well. And now it's given...
He will reign forever. And this trumpet will end with the temple of God being opened in heaven.
It's also implied that it wasn't God's beforehand. Go back onto that.
John's description here. The seventh and the last trumpet is found in Revelation chapter 11, verses 15 to 19. And when that trumpet sounds, voices from heaven will shout and say that the kingdoms of the world have become kingdoms that belong to God.
It's become kingdoms that belong to God. It wasn't before. So this is like a different God from what is actually God. You know, spirit. It's not a spirit. This is a replacement. That's what it sounds like.
And this trumpet will end with the temple of God being opened in heaven, with the ark of his covenant being seen again after all these years of being gone, and then lightning, thunder, and earthquake and great hail will follow that. And finally,
the thunder, hail, earthquakes, is that in celebration of God now owning this place?
we have the seven bowl judgments. Revelation chapter 16, verse 1. Then I heard a mighty voice from the temple say to the seven angels, "Go your ways and pour out on the earth the seven bowls containing God's wrath." In this passage, John now sees seven angels that will pour out these bowls that contain God's wrath. And the first bowl is found in Revelation chapter 16, verse 2. And this bowl judgment caused people who received the mark of the beast to get these horrible sores on their body. And if you're interested about the mark of the beast, you can watch our video where we go over it in greater detail. The second bowl judgment is found in chapter 16, verse 3. And it will cause all of the sea to turn into blood, and every living creature in it will die.
Oh shit. That's a problem. It's going to be a problem.
1/3 of all the sea will turn to blood. Well, this bowl judgment will cause all the seas and oceans to turn to blood.
Is this your God?
Wow.
You have to really think about that.
That's heavy,
in terms
man.
of what the context of all this. It's like turning the world into hell. You know what I mean? When you look at it like that, that's what it looks like it's doing. And so if you do invest yourself into this faith, then you're putting energy into that spirit, of that God.
Yeah. What is cold plasma, man? I mean, plasma can burn and it's cold? Whoa. Dude, never heard of such a thing. Although I did try to, yeah.
You know what I mean? So...
The third bowl judgment is found in Revelation chapter 16, verse 4. And now all the rivers and springs will be like blood. So at this time, drinking water will be incredibly sparse. And honestly, it's hard to see where people will be able to find water to drink. You can read about the...
stays for absolutely anyone. Imagine you're
Hey, imagine if you guys could like totally like, you know, like listen to this commercial. It's the greatest commercial ever. It's so great. You guys gotta book now. Book your trip. It's so great. Oh, dude, man. Cox, man. Cox, bro. Cockistan. Fuck's sake, man. We're in freaking land. Cockistan land. Fuck.
And honestly, it's hard to see where people...
Is stand a land? When they say Afghanistan, is that standing your ground? Is that what it means? Cockistan. All these places with the name Stan in it, bro. Like stand there, bro.
Drinking water will be incredibly sparse. And honestly,
yeah, if we can't get the water, man, we're toast, man. We're toast, bro. Like a week, tops, man. We're done. All of us. No water, we're done. Water's super important, man.
it's hard to see where people will be able to find water to drink. You can read about the fourth bowl judgment in Revelation chapter 16, verses 8 to 9. And the bowl will be poured out on the sun. And the sun will shine much brighter and hotter than usual, and people will be scorched by the great heat that will come from it. So not only will water be in an extremely limited supply, but people will also be tormented by this immense heat. The fifth bowl is found in chapter 16, verse 10, and it will only be poured out on the Antichrist and his kingdom, and all of them will become full of this supernatural darkness that seems to cause great pain. The sixth bowl judgment is found in Revelation chapter 16, verses 12 to 16, and it seems to be a lot different than the other bowl judgments. When this bowl is poured, the Euphrates River will be completely dried up, and it looks like this will be where the final battle, or Armageddon, takes place. And then in the seventh bowl judgment, read in Revelation chapter 16, verses 17 to 21, there will be a final great earthquake. But this one will cause all mountains to be leveled and all islands to disappear. And then great hail will fall upon man, and each hailstone will weigh about 75 pounds. And then following these bowl judgments will be the second coming of Christ, the 1,000-year reign, the release of Satan, Satan's last rebellion, the great white throne judgment, and the ushering in of the new heaven, new earth, and the new Jerusalem. So,
New Earth. You see, that'll be like his new heaven, but after everything. I think there's just a little bit too much stuff happening.
You think? You think, Lev? Too much shit happening, bro.
So, yeah, but the story obviously be continued.
75-pound boulders flying through the sky,
all these
hitting that bendy earth, hitting 75-pound fucking Mongos, hitting the earth, the bendy earth, like. Wow, man. You guys looked into the catacombs ever? Dude, what a weird thing that is, man. Catacombs? Are you kidding me? What's up with that, bro? I don't know.
The release of Satan.
Welcome to the New World Order, man.
The Antichrist, whichever way you
old,
call it.
I think it's the Old World Order. How about the Old World? OWO.
But yeah, like I said, I'll continue on that. Kinda. As we get through things and such like. But because we're getting to the end, I didn't really have much to add after that video and stuff like. I didn't know how long we were going to take. But I did plan to tell you about this, which is a documentary.
Yeah, it sounds like a reset.
40 minutes. It's quite a good video. There's a lot of things, how it makes the connections to vampires and Nephilim. And you think about it, demons and vampires, you know, the blood, hearts and etc, you know what I mean, all those kind of things and stuff like that. There's so many things, you know, like law, which sometimes is a bit out there, you know, like vampires sleeping in coffins. It sounds a bit silly.
Yeah, the catacomb thing, man, was always super interesting to me. I'm like, what's going on with that, bro? I mean, got a bunch of skulls down here in the dungeons, lining the walls. Oh, that's a good idea. Let's, instead of burying these Mongos, let's boil them and use their bones for our decorations, man. What the fuck Mongo shit could you come up with? I mean, that's like the ultimate, like, yeah, pretty wild, man, pretty wild. Thanks,
you know what I mean,
Lev.
stuff like, but it makes like reference to all those, like those catacomb, massive coffin things that you get like in Egypt and all those kind of things, and big black ones, you know, like too big for humans and all those kind of things and such. As sleeping chambers and never intended to be coffins, but in terms of like hibernation and all that kind of stuff. There was another documentary about lizard people I watched, and that discussed these creatures like going underground like 5,000 years ago during a fiery cataclysm. So how that fiery cataclysm that kind of fits with the how the trees burnt down, all that kind of stuff. So what happened to the giant trees are, there is no mention of that. It's just kind of like it fits in to a degree, you know. Like I've been trying to find out, you know, or gather how long ago the giant trees burnt down and such. But also in link with that, like the Krishna story is like he was here like 5,000 years ago. And that's when that battle took place, and that battle was supposed to be with the demon horde or along those lines. It mentions it in this documentary as well, so like, you know, for like reference and all that kind of thing. So like the enemies of Krishna, you know, in that kind of sense, if we like look at it in that way. So yeah, like I said, I'll drop the link for that, and I'm gonna put it on playlist as well, so it's on there. Like, so if anybody's watching through the playlist, it'll just come on straight on and stuff like that next video. And yeah, I'll get on with next episode, or next part of this one. Alright, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all in a bit. Nice one, cheers.
Hey, thanks for watching that. That's Lev, our buddy, Lev Kung Fu. Doing some interesting stuff, man. And very thought-provoking, 100%. I appreciate that kind of thing. Yeah, we're just here to expose the truth, man. What's going on, man? I don't know. Do I have all the fucking answers? No. Does Lev? No. New Perspective? No. Dex, Jim West, you guys are great. But all of us together, man, yes, we have all the answers. I know that. I just know it. It's a funny thing, man. All right. In the morning.
In the morning, in the sunshine, don't I know it's gonna be a brighter day? Don't it take a little rain to wash away the yesterdays? In the forest by the stream, there's an endlessness to thee, I know. Honey, you were meant to be everything you're gonna be. Don't you know how great you are? It's so wonderful to see in the morning, in the sunshine. Don't I know it's gonna be a brighter day? Don't it take a little rain to wash away the yesterdays? 1,000 years will go so fast, you will blink and they will pass. It's true. Everything you're gonna be needs every moment that you breathe. Nobody eats the fruit the day they plant the seed. Yeah, in the morning, in the sunshine, don't I know it's gonna be a brighter day? Don't it take a little rain to wash away the yesterdays? Circle we go round, don't you let it get you down, my love. From on high the dawn shall break, All we got to do is wait. You may not know it now, but you got everything it takes. Yeah, in the morning,
I love it.
in the sunshine. Don't I know it's gonna be a brighter day? Don't it take a little raining to wash away the yesterdays?
All right, thank you, Mongos. Love you guys. Keeping it real out here. Trying to, man. Just keeping it fresh. What's going on? What the hell's happening? Banksy has been discovered. The guy, yeah. Let's keep it going. Yeah, we got this in the morning, baby. Yeah, appreciate you guys so much. Let's keep it going. All right. I'll catch you guys out there, man. Let's do it. Cheers.